We apparently have all of the lens flares happening from the Christmas lights. I don't know if I'll be able to film here. This isn't much better, is it? I guess we're just gonna have to deal with the lens flare at the moment, because I've tried every angle and this is the best I got, so. Please excuse this. I don't know why. It's kind of cool, but I don't know why it does this on my phone, when I record on my phone, but not when I record with my normal camera. But it does. So, but the video quality is actually better on my phone for vlogging. And then it stays consistent because I use my phone to vlog when we go out. So excuse that. But anyway, that being said, welcome guys to this video for TisTheSeason-a-thon. Today is December 3rd. And that means that today is the first day of TisTheSeason-a-thon. This is a readathon. It's hosted by some wonderful ladies who I will link down below for you if you're interested in their content, which you really should be because they're all amazing. Getting started early with the dog bark. Hi. And with the baby content. Yes, that's you. So like I said, it is December 3rd, so today is the first day of TisTheSeason-a-thon, and I haven't fully decided yet if I want to daily vlog or not. I've contemplated it, but it's just one of those things I'm not super sure if I want to do yet. So I guess you'll know when this video goes up whether this became a daily vlog or not. My hair is absolutely disgusting, so I'm messing with it a lot, and it's gross because I spent the entire weekend doing what is called what our town calls Bethlehem Walk, which is basically where we recreate the Christmas story, and I was a villager in the Bethlehem market. So I spent the entire weekend pretty much standing in the direct fire of campfire smoke. So my hair is real gross from that, so I'm gonna have to wash it, and I think I'm going to dye it today. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the blue and the greeny blue color, not because I don't love it, but because it is fading a lot, and my hair has grown out. I've had this color since May, and I haven't bleached it since I first got it dyed in May. So it is in desperate need of a cut and re-bleaching, and so I think I'm going to go ahead and dye over it in just a normal, my natural hair color, so that it kind of gets a break, and then once it's a normal hair color, I'll get it cut, get all the split and dead ends off of it. Once it's cut, I'll leave it and give it, you know, a month or two, probably until February, to just kind of relax and, you know, recover, and then I'll bleach it again and do it all over again, because I love the blue. And I actually have the hair dye I use. This is the hair dye I use. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just the colored turquoise. This is the hair dye I use. I actually mix this whole jar with hair conditioner, and it makes about a jar worth of dye, and that lasts me like 2 months. So I have more hair color because I do plan to continue to dye my hair blue. Whew, that was a really long conversation about my hair that who knows if it will make it into this vlog. But I figured I would give you guys an update on what I plan to read today, as well as tell you guys what our plan for today is. Let's start with what we're reading today. So the first thing I'm reading today was not in my TBR at all. Shocker, shocker that we're starting off on something that wasn't in my TBR. However, it's there for a reason. The first book that I am going to be reading is actually the book that I have been reading for the last couple of days, and that is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I have been reading and annotating this book for quite a while, a couple days now, in preparation for Queen of Air and Darkness to come out. If you haven't seen my TBR video, I will link it down below for you, but if you saw that, you will know that on my TBR for this readathon is Queen of Air and Darkness, which actually comes out tomorrow. She found a whistle. But on my TBR for this readathon is actually Queen of Air and Darkness. And so since I am trying to reread Lord of Shadows and Lady Midnight before Queen of Air and Darkness comes out, I need to be able to finish Lord of Shadows before it comes out to read. So I'm going to try to finish this book today, which I don't think is unreasonable if I can, actually, do it. I am about this far in to this book, so I've got this much left, which is probably about 300 pages. 200, so it's a lot, but I think it's doable. That's about the size of a normal book. And I've read a book a day for an entire month, which is also a video on my channel. If you haven't seen that, I can link that down for you. As well. Don't bite that. Yuck. So that is what I'm planning to read today, is I'm hoping to get through the rest of Lord of Shadows here and annotate it and get it all tabbed up for, my own enjoyment is to have it tabbed up. So that's what I'm planning to read today. As for what our plans for today are, at about 2 o'clock-ish, I am taking my son to the barber shop because he's getting a haircut. One of his first, only proper haircuts. He's almost 4, and we have just been cutting his hair ourselves forever. And the only reason that we're even taking him to a barbershop is because his grandfather wants to take him. So we're gonna meet my father-in-law at the barbershop, and they're gonna cut his hair, I guess. I don't know. I cut his hair just because I don't want to pay for it, but his grandfather said he'd pay for it, so he wants to bond with his grandson by taking him to the barbershop. We'll take him to the barbershop. I don't care. So that's one thing we're doing today. We're going to do that around 2-ish. Oh, it's 9 o'clock right now, in case I didn't say that. And then my husband informed me that when he gets off work today, we're going on a date. That's something he informed me of this weekend, that we're going on a date today. He's planned it. He's got my mother-in-law coming to keep our kids, and we're going to go out. So I'm going to take you guys with me on our date. We're probably just going to go we live in a very small town. There's not a lot here, so we're gonna actually go out of town. We're gonna go about 45 minutes away to a bigger town, and because we're nerds, we're gonna go hit all of the Pokestops we've never been to, because that's a field research thing we have to do. So we're gonna go play Pokemon Go, and then we're gonna go out to dinner. Probably just go to Buffalo Wild Wings because it's one of our favorite places to go, and we never get to go because we have kids. So I think that's the plan. And so, yeah, that is my plan for today. I'm going to try and get Lord of Shadows finished. In an ideal world, I would get Lord of Shadows finished before I go to the barbershop with my kid at 2, because then I could take something else that I'm not annotating with me. But I only really want to be reading Lord of Shadows. Right now, I just want to read one thing at a time, and right now that's Lord of Shadows. So I am going to go ahead and start reading this. This clip is also 10 minutes long before I edit it. I guess if it's daily vlogging, it's content, so oops. Alright, I will talk to you guys when I have an update on my reading, or when we go to the barbershop, whichever comes first. Hey guys, so we are now sitting outside of the barber waiting for my father-in-law to show up while Ryan eats his nuggets that he got for lunch. And while we're sitting here waiting, I figure I could give you guys an update. So I did not get Lord of Shadows finished. No one should be surprised by this. It is a long book. But I did get about halfway through what I had left. So I'm getting close to the end. But now I have nothing to do for the next 30 minutes. Nothing to read. So I think while we're sitting in the car waiting, I'm going to go ahead and start listening to my audiobook of The Christmas Sisters. And so I think that's what I'm going to start. This is my read for the challenge, a holiday themed book. And so I think I'm going to start reading that. And then I will check back in with you guys once somebody has his haircut and I have some more reading done. So I will see you guys in a bit. You got your haircut. So, should we go get drinks? What are we going to get for Ryan? A blue drink, and what are we gonna get for Daddy?
Red.
A red drink? And what should we get for Mommy?
Coffee.
Coffee? Okay, let's go get us coffee. Apparently my child knows me very well. Alright, so I didn't get a coffee, but I did get a peppermint tea. We ended up going to a soda shop because we have one of those in our town, like an actual soda shop. You can go get flavored drinks, and yeah, we're a little town. It's kind of a little sound thing, I guess. I don't know. We have a soda shop. And so we went there, and they have coffee, and it's... Your headphones, oh no. We have coffee, and it's decent coffee, but I always get peppermint tea when we go there. So, because it's just my preferred thing that I like to get from there. It's really good. So I got a peppermint tea. It's delicious. Ryan got his blue drink, which is a blue raspberry Mountain Dew. And then Ryan said that Daddy needed a red drink, so we got him a watermelon Mountain Dew, which is pink. So those are our drink orders, in case you were wondering. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but yeah, that's what we did. And so now we are on our way home. I read about a chapter and a half of The Christmas Sisters, and it's interesting so far. Kind of getting the gist of what the siblings and the sisters and the mom. The first chapter is from the mom's point of view, and I was very confused at the start because I guess the story also involves like a little bit of a mystery, so I don't know what that's about, but I guess we will find out. So yeah, it's interesting. So he's about to throw a fit because he dropped his headphones because he's trying to watch a movie, so I will check back in with you guys when we get home. Alright guys, so it is now about 11:20 at night, and I realized when we got home that I never updated you guys about what I was doing after we got home from the barbershop with the kids, and then two, or I guess B, because I said A before, B, I never I did not take any footage on our date tonight, which is not that big a deal because it was a date night, and you know, you get to spend some time without thinking about that stuff. So I did not take you guys on our date. However, I did take a single Snapchat photo, which I will post here. This is what we drank while we were out because we are adults and we can do that. But now it is 11:30 at night, so we'll go ahead and just update you guys and wrap up this day. I think I am going to try and do daily vlogs. So this video will go up. I make no promises that they will actually be like every single day, or maybe they will be like 2 days in one video. We'll see. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on what all happened. So after we got home from the barbershop, I put the baby down for a nap because she needed one, and then once she was down for a nap, I went ahead and dyed my hair. As you guys might have been able to tell, the blue is gone. I'm back to my natural hair color, which is like this dark blacky brown color. My hair feels a lot better because this hair dye came with like a conditioning hair mask, which made my dead split ends and my dead ends feel so much better. So my hair feels pretty good, and it's back to its normal hair color. I then made dinner for everybody and got the kids, you know, situated before we headed out. And while I was doing all of that, I couldn't be reading Lord of Shadows because Lord of Shadows because I was annotating, I needed to be sitting down with actually following along to annotate. So while I was dyeing my hair and getting the house cleaned up and getting dinner made, I started reading The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan, and I am about 110 pages into this book so far, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's following all 4 perspectives, all 3 sisters and then their adopted mother, and it's very interesting to kind of see the whole story of what's going on and kind of see everybody's side and how everybody's feeling, and how it's all relating to each other. And I really am enjoying the story so far. It's good so far. I mean, it's kind of like a Hallmark movie kind of thing already, which I'm not mad about. So we'll see if it continues to be that way as I read on. But this will be what I read tomorrow when I'm not able to sit down. So tomorrow morning, before I get my physical copy of Queen of Air and Darkness in the mail, I'll read this, and then once I get my physical copy of Queen of Air and Darkness, I'm gonna read that, because the other thing that I read today was that I finished reading Lord of Shadows. I finished rereading Lord of Shadows. This book is now all nice and tabbed up and beautiful, and I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but right at the end here there's like 3 or 4 blue tabs. And blue tabs, if you do not know my system for rating, how I annotate my books, blue tabs are things that made me sad or that were very devastating to me. And there's a lot of them in the last couple pages, like a lot of them, and it just breaks my heart every time. And so I finished reading this. That was like 300-ish pages that I read. I'll have the exact number. I don't have the exact number, but I will because I keep track of how many pages I read a day. So I read this. Let's go ahead and figure that out. Actually, how many pages did I read today? Okay, so I read 245 pages of Lord of Shadows today. So not too shabby. I read over 300 pages today, which is pretty good, all things considered. And yeah, that's what I read today. So like I said, my plan for tomorrow is I'm going to continue reading The Christmas Sisters, and then whenever Queen of Air and Darkness shows up, I'm going to immediately start reading that because I am so pumped and also scared to read that, but I want to read it. So as soon as it shows up, we're going to read it. But that is all that I have for today's daily vlog. So I will, again, I'm not making any huge promises, but I am going to try to do daily vlogs. We'll see. Like I said, maybe we'll have 2 days in one video. So it depends on how much I get filmed, I guess. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are participating in TisTheSeason-a-thon, I would love to know how your day one went. So let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.